All right.
Should we just start with the jingle?
I think starting with the jingle is a good idea, but I think we should preface this with the fact that we have no idea what the jingle will be.
That is a good point.
And I think we're just going to make up one right now.
Those are usually the best.
Yes.
So
without
further ado.
Okay, ready?
You ready?
And 3, 2, 1. Smithy and Van Awesome's podcast. Skis.
Bling.
All right, I think that was good.
That's a one-take keeper.
Right, so Smithy and Van Awesome's, welcome to Smithy and Van Awesome's podcast show skis.
Thank you.
I don't know if that'll be the title of our podcast or not, but
it's catchy.
It's a working title.
Yeah,
it's a working title.
Yeah. WIP.
Yeah, I am Joe Van Dalsum, otherwise known on the YouTubes as Van Awesome, and this is Smithy. Brian Smithy Smith.
Smith. Yes.
Who
does not have a YouTube channel.
Does not have a YouTube channel.
So don't look for it.
So one of the things I liked about like old school YouTube was the screen names. I don't like how you have to be your own like real name now.
Oh, really? So it's like there's no anonymity to it? I don't even know if it's a word, but
it can be. I guess you could still have screen names, but by default it's just your regular name.
Oh, wow.
And early days of YouTube, it's kind of like creating a superhero name for yourself.
Ooh.
Like, what do I want to be called?
Yeah, like, I could be anything, really.
Yeah. And I chose Van Awesome, so that's what I am now.
And that's a great one.
Yeah. Thank you.
I wish I thought of it.
Sounds similar to my last name, Van Dalsum.
I don't know.
Nope.
See. Okay, say it again.
Van Dalsum.
Okay, and then...
Van Awesome.
Maybe.
Right, syllable style... There's a word for syllabic
yes.
style.
Not to be confused from anybody from Eastern Europe.
Yeah. One of the things that you'll find that I'm good at is vocabulary.
Yeah, that, I do have to give you a lot of credit for that, Joe.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you're around you, which you are 24 hours a day,
yes,
but not all of us are, it's almost like having our own personal walking, talking thesaurus and dictionary.
Yes.
You really can't ask. If
someone's got a question about words, I'm your man.
Yes. Anybody, even out there in the audience, you have a question about a word, send him a question, he'll answer it, and...
Don't do that, I won't answer it.
He won't answer it, so don't do that.
Oh, well, one thing that's for sure is that we are full of meat.
We are.
We just finished eating a lot of meat, some tasty burgers.
Yes. That was a really, really good burger.
Yep, it was. We'll give a shout out to local The Works in Mission Valley, San Diego.
It was the third burger I had today, by the way.
Tripsburgs on the D.
Oh, you know it. Hat trick, baby.
Hat trick. You hit the beef hat trick.
I did, man.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well done.
I'm going to sleep tonight.
Like a baby.
Oh, man.
I find that when I hit the Trips burger, with the hat trip beef burger, I wind up with the night barfs.
Oh, goodness. That's not good.
Get a little too full of the beef. You take you breathe in too deep.
Ooh.
And, a little bit of old beef barf.
Okay. Ooh, man.
That's gross. I
bad.
made that up. That's not real.
It's almost like a waste of beef.
Might be real.
I don't want to know.
We're just gonna put it at a maybe not real.
Maybe like one of those Surgeon General warnings where it may happen to you, it may not, but screw it. Live a little.
So one of the things that I do on the YouTube, some might consider me a diet guru of sorts.
I'm one of those.
I have a show called The Handsoming. It doesn't necessarily preach any particular brand of diet. It's just a following of me losing weight, which was going really well for a while.
Right.
Yeah, really well for a while.
Well, that seems to be kind of the modus operandi of people that are doing that diet.
Right. And I lost 80 pounds.
That's a lot of pounds.
It is a lot of pounds.
Yes.
And then I got really sad.
Oh.
And I gained 5. It's like a sadness-induced 50-pound gain.
Okay.
Back.
Well,
put on fifths of the eighths.
But that's legit.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have moments of sadness throughout our lives.
It's true.
You just, You just want to eat.
Right, exactly. And that's why I think, I think the Handsoming's coming back, for one. I'm going to do a season 2.
Nice.
Because I'm back on track now.
Okay.
Down 10 pounds in a week, basically. So I'm adding a pound and adding a day.
So what you're saying
I'm 9 pounds in 5 days.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But basically, the Handsoming's coming back. I'm back on track.
So what you're saying is you're no longer in hiatus.
It's true.
Okay.
And we're kicking it off with a podcast because that's a thing that we do now.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So we're podcasting it up. But what I thought might be fun is to track my results, your results as well.
Oh yeah,
Spiffy,
because I'm doing the diet too.
Yeah, he's lost. How much have you lost now?
About 30 pounds.
30 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's blown it out.
You would not believe some of the stuff I've blown out.
I mean, I basically lost 80, then put on 50, and so basically we're both down 30 right now.
Yes.
Yeah. I put the 50 back on so that we could be at the same level.
Cumulatively, though.
Right.
You have lost and gained about 4 times what I've lost.
Yeah, and that's impressive. I'm impressed.
That is, wow.
And probably very healthy.
Oh, absolutely. As long as you're eating consistently, that is healthy.
Dramatic weight fluctuations, I think, are probably amongst the healthiest things for you.
Well, I think anthropologists have found, even in the cave paintings that they found in France, which, by the way, were not done by the French.
Yeah, fuck. Screw the French.
Yeah, they're just crazy people.
Sorry about my language.
I think that was
Pardon
a French
my
word.
French.
Oh,
okay. Back on track, please.
Yes. But these anthropologists have found that really contributed to the larger brain sizes as we evolved through the millennia was the rapid swings in weight gains and losses.
Really?
Yes. I mean, because think about it. At one point, they're eating all these dinosaurs, which is a lot of meat.
Yeah.
And then the dinosaurs are
last
gone.
a week.
Yeah. And then all they have is these saber-toothed cats. Not a lot of meat on those guys because they're really muscular and trim and fast.
Lean meats.
Just
you're gonna lose that weight.
You are.
But you know what? You're gonna lose it with the. Listen, here's the thing: is we could sit here and preach at you about diets and the kind of diet to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do our diet and it's gonna work for us.
Right.
And then I think we're just gonna come up with a crazy, ridiculous diet.
Oh yeah.
And attribute our success to that diet.
That sounds like a damn good plan.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to, and ladies, want to join in on the fun, please listen in.
I mean, literally anything goes. It's like...
Absolutely. I mean, if you're going to diet, you got to have fun with it.
Yeah.
I mean, because most people are like, I got to diet. It's not, I'm gonna diet. No. None of that.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, this is all fun. Mm-hmm. Fun food dieting.
Yep. So I mentioned earlier I got pretty sad.
You did.
I think you've been sad a couple times.
I've been sad a couple times, at least.
Mm-hmm. So what we're talking about here is that we are 2 single now, me, freshly single men, by way of divorce, ski-zoodles.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, by way of divorce.
Which is rare these days.
It just doesn't happen.
No, I mean, so we're kind of unique in this factor.
Yeah, I mean, we are blessed.
We are. You have to see the silver lining. No, you don't.
Well, yeah. Let's just get sad for a bit. Let's just take it down a notch. I feel like we're a little happy.
Yeah. Because that's just not fair to others.
No. It's like a death.
It is. It is.
It is legitimately like a death.
Do you want to burden others with that?
Mm-mm. So we're just going to move on. That happens. A lot of you, if this is playing on my channel, then a lot of you knew and liked Tessa, which is understandable. I liked her.
Yeah.
I still do. I still like her.
That's good. That's good.
It's good. Yeah. There's no hatred there. That was my biggest thing is that there was no anger. And part of me kind of wishes that there was anger.
Because it'd make it easier.
Yes. It would make it easier because I'd just be mad.
Yeah.
But I wasn't mad. I was just sad.
Well, yeah. I mean,
which
I think that's healthier. Though.
Yeah. Which in turn, led me to stuffing my face with pasta and pie.
Well, there's those 50 pounds.
Yeah. 50 pounds worth of pretty much exclusively pasta and pie.
Nice.
And just, pasta
was
and pie.
it good pasta and pie?
No, it's shitty. Like Kraft Mac. Well, I mean,
what?
Kraft Mac is delicious.
Yeah.
Kraft Mac and
want to put
cheese.
an asterisk next to that.
And I keep swearing. I shouldn't do that.
Are you swearing? I'm not even. Well, I'm a veteran, so swearing's in one ear, out the other. So,
I just, I've got the family.
the fam bam.
The fam bam.
I don't even know what that means.
I
hear it a lot.
Doesn't make sense.
No, it does not. What's the BAM stand for?
Yeah. So I think at this point, we've been rambling for quite a while.
We have.
And I think basically what we're trying to boil down to here is that we don't know what this podcast is actually going to be about yet.
That's a good point.
So we're trying to just explore the space here a bit.
Absolutely.
And figure out what we're going to... Because we need some themes.
We do.
We need some themes. I love themes.
Yeah.
Most podcasts have themes. I think so far ours has been diet and divorce.
Diet, divorce.
2 Ds.
Oh.
Another D? Or like dicks? No. We should
Well,
not talk about dicks.
Yeah, because, some people are a little uncomfortable with that subject.
Right. But I mean, we might be... Maybe we're not talking about dicks. We're talking about Richards.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
But some, there's kind of a stigma with Richards.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'm a pretty open-minded guy.
Sure you are.
But I understand that other people just aren't.
Right.
So if you're talking about dicks,
Richards.
Yes, Richards.
Yes.
They might not really want to go with that or just listen in, or they may even tune out. But
there's some unpopular Richards out there.
There's definitely some unpopular Richards.
Yeah, we're not going to want to talk about those guys.
So those guys are just...
So we got 2 Ds. Third D's ruled out.
Third D's definitely ruled out.
You're not going to be hearing long segments about that third D.
No. Oh.
On this show. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Sorry, ladies.
Sorry. Don't mean to disappoint, but we're going to disappoint.
Yeah.
That's just the way the old ball bounces.
That's right.
But speaking of ball bouncing.
Speaking of ball bouncing.
Do you like the ball bounce? And that's a capital T on that, the ball bounce.
The ball bounce.
Yes. And
so you're talking about a specific phenomenon here.
Absolutely.
I don't know that I've experienced it.
And to you and to the listeners out there, the ball bounce is also commonly known as the NBA.
Oh.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Well, I know. I don't know a lot about the NBA, but I do know one thing.
What is that?
That Dikembe Mutombo is the greatest basketball player of all time.
I cannot disagree with you on that.
You shouldn't disagree because it's a fact.
It is, it is. And the funny thing is, it's such a clear fact that many, many people overlook it.
Well, I think, I think everything in NBA, everything in the NBA should be measured on the scale of 0 to 1 full Mutombo.
Ooh.
Because, a lot of people consider Michael Jordan the best basketball player. That's ridiculous.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, how much, on a scale of 1 to full Mutombo, Michael Jordan would be like what?
Maybe 0.47?
Well, that's decimal. I'm thinking more that we should be measuring on fractions of a Mutombo.
Ooh, fractions of Mutombo. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, maybe he's more along the lines.
I mean, this is America.
It is America, so we should use fractions. We definitely are not going to use the metric system.
No.
Screw
that.
Yeah.
Take that, Europe. We're doing fractions on our Mutombo scale.
So take it and like it.
But look, for me, I'm going 15, 30 seconds of Mutombo is where Michael Jordan scores on the Mutombo scale.
So slightly over half.
Slightly under half.
15, 30, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because as far as I'm concerned, 1/2 of Mutombo is as good as it gets.
Yeah, you're pushing the threshold there. I mean, that's like...
Mutombo's so good.
Yeah.
I can't think of one thing that is even half as good as one Mutombo.
Yeah, I can't... I mean, there's Michael Jordan. Wilt Chamberlain.
No,
I mean,
he's
Bill
like a
Russell?
third Mutombo.
Oh, yeah.
All those guys combined.
Yeah. Combined.
Yeah.
Easily
Except
combined.
for Jordan. He's 15, 30 seconds.
Yes. But he is Jordan.
Yeah.
So you got to get... There is that exception. I mean, once in a lifetime there'll be a Jordan, but once forever there'll be a Mutombo.
Right. So, if we're playing 5-on-5,
right.
5 Jordans versus 5 Mutombos, what's the score of that game?
Oh, dude, it's going to be at least... I'm going to say 342 to 1.
Mutombo.
Yeah, Mutombo. Clearly Mutombo.
Because even Jordan, like, okay, he's half a Mutombo, but Mutombo is so good at defense.
Absolutely, and this is why I'm giving the Jordans. I'm going to call that team the Jordans. Just 1 point, because in every game there's always a foul. You're like, oh, come on, ref.
Right.
So he hit 1 out of 2 free throws.
1 out of 2 free throws.
Yeah.
So that's how he got his points.
That's how he got his points.
He hit that free throw. Well, Mutombo. See, I have a problem with this. Mutombo's not going to foul. He's so good at defense.
Oh, I agree.
He plays a flawless game. Even 5 Mutombos.
Oh, I agree.
It's not going to happen.
But
Spiffy.
the refs,
Listen,
you can't
any points
count on
that
the refs.
no. If there's that, see, here's what I think. I think the score would be like 100 to 42.
100 to 42. Okay.
Yeah. Because listen, Michael Jordan can score some points.
He can score with his eyes closed.
Yeah. But Mutombo can reject almost all those points.
That is true.
And I'm thinking that most of the Mutombo points scored are just ricochets of his blocks.
That is
just
probably
like,
the most likely scenario.
And as he's standing there, Michael Jordan, it bounces clear across the rink, the basketball rink,
Yep.
and into the hoop place.
The hoop circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see that. You make a very valid point there.
Yeah. So honestly, I think I was thinking about this. I think about this a lot, to be honest. And I think the only thing that might beat a team of 5 Mutombos is a 5-on-5 Mutombo hockey game.
Ooh.
All Mutombos.
5
Mutombos versus 5 Mutombos.
Now the goalies Mutombos as well.
Goalies are Mutombos.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And now Mutombo's out of his element on the hockey rink.
That is true.
So a foul is a valid concern in hockey, in my opinion.
That's
Basketball, no, absolutely not.
Okay.
Mutombo's not fouling anybody.
So you got somebody 2 minutes in the penalty box. We got a power.
We got a power play.
Yes.
Mutombo, we'll call them like the Mutombo Leaves, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because they're Canadian.
Absolutely.
In this scenario.
Good
versus the black, no. The red Mutombos, right? Okay. So we're good.
Or the Anaheim Mutombos.
The Anaheim Mutombos of Los Angeles.
Of Los Angeles, Southern California.
Yeah. San Diego.
Yes.
Mexico.
Metropolitan Tijuana area.
Mutombo fouls out. That's what it is in hockey, right?
Yes. Well, you can't really foul out, but you can get put in the penalty box.
In the penalty box.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The Mutombo Leaves pull their goalie.
Okay.
Now it's 6-on-4.
Okay. Ooh.
There's your advantage.
Yes.
Mutombo slap shots. 6-on-4. Mutombo's still going to block that slap shot. It doesn't matter how many Mutombos.
Yeah,
there's an inherent problem.
Yeah, it's like a divide by 0 issue.
Yep. So that's the Mutombo scale. That's fractions of a Mutombo.
Yeah,
you can literally measure anything against.
Yes.
One full Mutombo.
Yep.
But pretty much know that the real true scale is 1 to 1/2 Mutombo, because nothing is better than half a Mutombo.
But you got to think on the universal scale of things. You've got to you still have to have that placeholder of 1 whole Mutombo.
Right.
So I mean,
it's kind of like Jesus.
Kind of.
You know, you can't really comprehend it, but it's there.
It's there. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's there.
It's 1 full Mutombo.
No better way to describe it.
So this podcast is getting weird.
It is kind of getting a little flaky.
I mean, it's hard to follow up with the Mutombo scale with anything.
It is. I mean, that's Mutombo for you.
That's Mutombo for you. It just derails you.
It does.
You've hit this pinnacle of audio genius.
Yeah. I mean,
and where do you go from there? That's exactly.
Jeez.
Whew. Well, I'll tell you where we go from there.
I would appreciate that.
Listen, a lot of people listening, they don't know who I am. They don't know who you are.
That's true.
Let's interview each other.
Yes, I'm sure they have a lot of questions.
I'm sure they do.
Yes.
And we're just going to think of them on their behalf because
Absolutely.
They can't talk to us.
Yes, that's true. I mean, they were supposed to write in, but they didn't.
I mean, to talk to them about that.
Yeah, we'll probably.
They didn't write in to a show that they didn't know was going to exist. How dare you?
That
everybody out there.
So rude.
So rude.
Gosh darn it.
I think the best way to hold on to an audience is to just verbally accost them.
Oh, absolutely. Belittle them.
Belittle them. Just hit them with some insults.
Absolutely.
You turkeys.
Goodness to gracious dumbheads.
You ding-dongs.
Oh my gosh, you Twinkie face.
You Twinkie face.
I'm running out of hostess.
Yeah, you call. This should all be hostess theme.
Absolutely.
Insults at all times.
Yes.
You snowballs.
You ho-ho.
Yeah, that's a good one. Nicely done.
Yeah, that might offend me.
I'm offended.
I would.
Like, if you could see my face right now, there's one of...
It's pretty bad.
It's appalled.
You should see it. It's not awesome.
It is not awesome. All right, so Smithy.
Yes,
Brian.
sir. Yes,
Brian
sir.
Smithy Smith.
Brian Smith.
Let's talk about how you got the nickname Smithy. It is a doozy of a story.
It's a heck of a freaky, flappity-dappity story.
I'd like to hear it from your perspective.
So now you gotta sit down and come on a little trip with me.
Okay, let's go.
So this is about a period of 1998.
1998.
Yes.
It's further back than I expected.
It is, but you'll see.
Okay.
So I'm on safari in the Serengeti.
Got it.
And, I'm on a boat. I got a couple dudes on the boat that are rowing because I can't row. I'm not a boat guy.
Yeah.
Kind of scared of boats. So we do that.
You're scared of... I do recall you were in the Navy.
No.
No? Air Force?
Air Force. I was in the Air Force.
That's like the Navy of the air.
Right, but we didn't
It's
really
like
have
the air
boats.
sea. Right.
Yeah. I mean, and
airships. I mean, you call them ships, right?
Space
Space shuttles. That's what you
shuttle
guys
ships.
did that, right?
We did some of that.
You know some crazy secrets.
We do. Crazy secrets.
Can you share some secrets? Are you still in there? What's the statute of... Are you under MBA? Are you...
I'm not... They can't Matumbo me.
Right.
Just because I'm not part of that. It's not that I technically can't be Matumboed. It's just I never got to the point.
Well, now
where I
hold
could
on a
be.
second. You're talking about getting Matumboed as if that's a... Can you Matumbo somebody? Is Matumboing a verb? I haven't... This is new to me.
To a certain point.
I know you can measure.
You can
on
measure
the scale of Matumbo. We just spent like 10 minutes on that.
Explaining that, and I hope everybody followed along.
Yeah.
But if you were Matumboed, that means you can't go any further than that. Whatever that may be.
You've been blocked.
Exactly. That's
perfect. All right. So back to your story.
Back to my story.
I'm going to interrupt your story more.
Oh, okay.
Just a forewarning.
Awesome. Just give me a
But
signal.
let's get going with that story. Jesus.
So the story. So now from the Serengeti, we fast forward to last year, and so some of you may know that.
Wait, you were in the Serengeti from 1998 to last year.
No, just in '98.
Got it. Okay.
So we're just fast forwarding to last year.
Got it. Okay.
Just not a whole lot happened. So last year, and some of you may know this, I was out of work for a little while.
Yeah.
And
sad.
Another thing that makes you eat.
Sure.
No job, no woman.
No job. You're gonna
eat.
Ladies.
You got a lot of time to eat when you don't work.
Correct.
Just saying.
Okay.
So I get this job at this company that makes some pretty popular cameras.
I don't know it.
Well, if I don't know if I should tell you.
Don't. I don't want to know.
Okay. Part of the fun is the mystery. Yes. But so I'm working there finally, and obviously my last name is Smith.
Yes.
And we've got.
That was me. I was fiddling with
my
chair.
Ooh, I thought it was the cat. Yeah. Possessed cat. But she's a cat. Yeah. So fast forward to last year, working with an awesome group of people, and there's this one gentleman coworker. Mm-hmm. I don't really want to stretch it to gentleman.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far with it. I guess I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so
bit of a Richard.
A little bit of a Richardness going on there.
Sure.
But a big Richard.
The biggest.
I think one of the biggest in the office.
Ladies.
Hey.
Let's move on.
Ding, single. So, and he's got a great sense of humor. And, Smith, he kind of put two and two together, came up with Smithy, and we just went uphill from there.
Yeah, there's too many Brians. There's too many Brians in the office.
Yes.
Smith, that's not fun.
No.
Smithy, That's good times for everybody.
That brings it to a whole new level.
Correct.
Like, you have not had fun until you've had Smiffy fun.
It's like, hey, are you hanging out? Let's call up Smiffy and get this party started.
Yeah, what's his number?
It's
Smiffy.
1-8 Smiffy.
It's just Smiffy.
You just say it, and there he is.
Yeah, you flip open that phone and dial Smiffy.
All right.
I still
think it's interesting that story started in 1998 in the Serengeti.
You have to. It's got an origins.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah. Serengeti starts with an S. Smiffy starts with an S.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we've established that nickname was given to you, which is better than my nickname, which I gave to myself.
Yeah. Are you? Now this goes back to the whole Kobe Bryant Black Mamba thing. Are you allowed to give yourself a nickname?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Like, I vaguely remember somebody calling me that in high school.
Oh.
And I just, like, it didn't catch on.
Okay.
But I liked it.
So
I brought it back.
I think that's okay.
That's okay?
I think that qualifies.
Okay.
Because you did not originate it. No
didn't
matter
originate
when it originated, you
Right.
did not originate it.
But you know what really makes me mad?
No.
Is that there's some, like, on Instagram,
Right.
there's another Van Awesome.
What?
It infuriates me to my very core. I follow him.
Oh.
His pictures are not fun.
Ugh.
He doesn't have a single picture of one cat.
My stomach is getting a little upset right now.
Yep. And then I am Van Awesome on Twitter.
Okay. So you have that.
Scored that one.
Okay.
But there's like a Van Awesome _1.
What?
Yeah, I've feuded it out with him.
That is.
I was like, come on, guy.
That has not even an ounce or a taste of originality.
Nope. When your name is taken, you don't _1 it.
Oh,
You don't _1 it.
No.
Come up with something else.
You know what? Put it in some type of word scrambler letter thing that comes out with an anagram, and you just don't underscore it. That is the lamest of lame.
Like on Instagram, I don't know. I'm not entirely happy with what I did.
Oh.
And I tagged a town on it. It's a Van Awesome town.
Van Awesome town.
A little long, a little wordy. It's not the best.
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful, but it's what I've got.
Like Van Awesomeville.
Yeah, but I do encourage people to go follow Van Awesome on Instagram and heckle him.
I would.
Until he shuts his account down.
Absolutely.
And relinquishes his... Listen, I'm getting a little upset. He needs to relinquish his screen name to the one true Van Awesome.
And there is only one true Van Awesome.
There is only true one. I'm so good at words.
And I know that.
We've already established that.
Because I see how upset you are.
I'm so mad right now.
So mad that the word flow is just coming out seamlessly.
Come to me for words, friends, but don't.
Yes.
Unless it's with words with friends.
www.vanawesome_1.
Don't _1 me, people. We've already seen how agitated I get when that happens.
Yeah, we're going to have to peel him off the wall later.
All right, so let's learn a little bit more about Smiffy. Who are you wearing?
Who am I wearing? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm wearing a Russell t-shirt by Russell T-Shirts.
Russell?
Yes. It's from his, actually a very, very definitive line of t-shirts that came out only came out at Sears.
I see.
And you can only buy them 4 for $5.
4 for $5. That is a great deal. I see. Did you go all red pockets?
No, I actually mixed it up.
You mixed up the colors.
So, because I do like the variety colors.
Smiffy is wearing a solid red Russell t-shirt with a pocket on the top left corner.
All right, there.
He is looking sharp.
Absolutely.
I can tell that he has 3 more shirts very similar to that, and that you paid $5 for.
One is yellow.
One is yellow. Nice.
One is kind of a sage color.
Sage.
Yes.
Wow.
The
sage is kind of like a green brown,
greenish, brownish green.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I thought.
Yeah, brownish green with a pocket.
Oh, okay. Well, so they've all got pockets.
Well,
right?
they do all hot pockets, and it's really.
It's
I
the
think that's what
Russell.
makes. Thank you. The signature Russell pocketed T-shirt line, only available at Sears about 3 years ago.
Nice.
Yes. So this is vintage.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It still looks pretty good.
No, thank you.
My shirts do not last that long.
Oh yeah, we'll only wash mine in the best of water with the best detergent, and I always give them the gentle dry.
No, the gentle dry.
The
Well,
gentle
that
dry.
okay. So now I understand. I fully understand.
I mean, feel how soft this is.
I'm gonna do it. All right, feeling the shirt. Feeling
yeah.
the shirt. I'm still feeling it.
A little higher.
We're gonna just feel this out for a while.
There we go. Oh yeah.
It's softer than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just, once you have a rhythm to washing your clothes, you stick with it.
Well,
Much like other things.
Yeah, this interview is getting pretty intimate. I would
It
say.
is, but it is an interview, and people want to know more about me.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I'm wearing just some regular old jeans.
Jeans, yeah. Well,
Yes.
so we're still talking about what you're wearing.
Yes.
I think
I actually don't even know the name brand.
I'm gonna say that there may be like a Lee
Possibly.
or a Wrangler.
Possibly for jeanage.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to go on the cheaper side.
Yeah.
That's just
Right. That's your Lee or your Wrangler.
Yeah.
Levi's are a little pricey.
Yeah, they are a little pricey.
Yeah.
And these are the 501 style.
Oh. So they're like a generic brand.
Probably.
Levi's 501.
They may even be Levi's 501s, and I just don't even realize it.
Well, a man who doesn't know what kind of pants he's wearing
Yeah.
is a man who's okay with me.
Hey, well,
Don't spend too much time worrying
Yeah.
about what kind of pants you're wearing.
absolutely. In and out. One leg, next leg, go.
Yeah, I as we've established, I am a massive individual.
You are?
I'm enormous.
There's a lot of real estate going on there.
Yep, I'm bigger than most everybody. On the Matumbo scale, I'm a half Matumbo,
Easily.
width wise and height wise.
And height-wise.
It just doesn't get any higher, doesn't get any wider,
No.
which makes my choices of clothing quite limited.
Do you have to special order your clothes?
I have never once walked into a store and purchased a pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to,
Even when you were 12?
well, as an adult man.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
As an adult man
Okay.
with full-grown feet, I've never been able to find a pair of shoes that I liked in a store.
Okay.
I've settled on some.
Selling sucks.
Yeah. You end up with Velcro and just nonsense. So
Those are like
Zappos.com has been a lifesaver, but even still, I have the options of. I have just a tiniest bit of. I have a Spud Web on the Matumbo scale of options
Oh boy,
on Zappos.
that's
For
really
shoes?
cutting it back.
Yeah, and then I have to order them. When I get to try them on, I know they have the return shipping at Zappos, but it's a
Still, though.
pain in the butt. I
Yeah.
hate going to the post office.
It's not. It's just not something that you even want to come close to making a routine.
Right, and then as far as clothes go, I'm limited to whatever the current lineup at the Bigman's store is.
Bigman's
The
store.
Bigman's.
Bigman's.
I try to blow it out at the Bigman's and get the coolest looking stuff, but I am limited to what
How's their customer
some
service?
designer, like their customer service is good.
Is their customer service on scale as their clothing line? Is it?
I would say the customer service at the Bigman's that I go to is better than the clothes that they offer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they
That's
are
pretty
quite
good.
nice. There's one lady, and there's one girl, a cute girl there. I think she may have been flirting with me.
Well,
She's like, well, that's a big guy. I see them all day long. I'm going to flirt with that one.
yes. Of all the big guys that I've seen all day, he is the one. But you are pretty handsome. I mean, you're a good-looking guy. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, you got it.
Clearly, I have a show on the internet called The Handsome.
I
so-
know.
I agree
I
with you.
know you're trying to be modest. It's not working.
Yeah. So that's kind of my clothing situation.
Okay.
think
Well,
we-
shoes are pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
And, and something you got to understand about Smithy is another word that starts with S is simple. That is me.
Yeah.
I'm a simple guy
Yeah.
with simple needs.
Yeah.
And so pretty much if the shoe fits and it doesn't look stupid,
Yeah.
I'll wear it.
Not me. I have some expensive tastes,
Ooh.
which I'm not proud of.
Okay.
It's not something I'm bragging about.
Right.
But if I were a regular sized man,
Right.
I think I would probably dress quite fashionably.
Oh. What would you wear?
All the best stuff.
Would you
The
wear
linens. I would. It depends on if it's cold
Okay.
and if I had my best gold necklace with me.
Ooh. How about a Dickie?
I don't know what a dickie is.
Oh, well.
Like Dickie's pants?
No. A dickie
Yeah.
is basically a mock turtleneck. So it's only the turtleneck part, and it only goes to like your chest. So you put it over. It's almost like a hood, but without the hood, you just have the turtleneck.
That sounds like it would have been awesome in the 80s.
It was really awesome, like in the 50s and 60s, and probably in the 80s.
Did they wear it over sweaters?
They would wear under sweaters.
Under sweaters.
Yes. So like probably like the mod group in the 80s, like listening to Depeche Mode and all those guys, would probably have had some dickies.
Yeah, I'm not a look. I heat up. I get hot. I like a lighter.
I do too.
I like a lighter wear.
I'm usually running hot. I got to use the lower viscosity oil.
Yeah, I'm not going to be turtlenecking anytime soon.
Okay.
And that's just it's.
I recommend it at least once.
Yeah. No.
Turtleneck it, smoke a pipe, tobacco pipe, some slippers. Chicks dig that.
Well, yeah. If we want like a classy evening in the bedroom,
absolutely.
That sounds or in the den.
Ooh.
If I had a study.
Yes.
If I had a study, that's exactly maybe if I had a leather chair in that study
with the aroma of older books.
Yeah.
Because it's also a library / study.
Right. I would read some Mozart.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was great, right?
Oh, what an author. Probably one of the best. I mean, without him...
I could read some Mozart all day, man.
Without him,
yeah,
the 70s would have just been the worst for literature.
I agree.
I can't even think. Like, because I kind of grew up in part of the 70s. I'm an older guy.
Yeah.
I'm not that old, but I'm older.
Yeah, you're older than I am.
Yeah, I mean, my career has stretched through the 70s, all the 70s except for 70, 80s,
sure,
90s, and now here we are in the 2000s.
Yeah, your pop culture references, I don't understand half of them.
That's okay. I mean,
and I understand how that's feeling now because there's plenty of younger people that I interact now with, and they don't understand my pop culture references.
Absolutely, you know, and it happens really fast.
Yeah.
So the one thing you're talking about Land of the Lost. Next thing you're talking about what the heck is
never even heard of it. Never heard of either of those things.
Well,
Land of the Lost I heard of. Dora the Explorer I have blocked from my memory intentionally.
Oh, okay. Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues. That's not my time either.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should be.
Because
it's well after my time.
It is, but it was also after my time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of just
was a little too old for that.
You went over the threshold for that.
Yeah. As far as children's shows go, we're looking at Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, I hated those guys.
I hated them too, but I watched it.
Sticky, tight suits, just look stupid.
Hated them. I knew at the time I hated it, but I would watch regardless.
Like, I hated them like when you opened up like a bag of Skittles or a bag of Starburst, you only got lemon.
Yep.
That's how I view.
Here's the thing: I don't discriminate. I like all Starburst. I like all Skittles.
Yeah, I just don't.
I'll take a bag. I'll take a bag of Starburst and Skittles for that matter.
Okay.
In fact, I routinely do this.
Oh.
I'll unwrap as many of them, as many colors as I feel like it at the time.
You are a man.
I do what I want. I do what I want.
Absolutely.
So I'll take all the Starburst colors and I will mash them into a ball. I'll spend some time.
Oh yeah.
I'll spend some time rolling this ball into a smooth sphere of rainbow flavor.
I've done that.
And I'll pop it in. Oh, I don't care what flavors are included. It could be yellow. Flavor of yellow.
Lemon.
Yeah, just whatever yellow's got going on these days.
But you're not going to have other flavors mixed in there.
The greenish.
Green.
Redmond.
Yeah. The
turquoise. And I'll get them all in there. I don't care.
And what's the one that looks like orange?
Triangles.
That's the one.
Yeah. We're getting educational here.
Yes, we are. I hope everybody's enjoying that. And
we should probably think of a new interview topic, though.
Yeah.
Oh, who do you want to do? You want to do me or want to do you?
It sounds a little personal, but
who's going to be asking the question?
Let me ask you a question. Okay. Maybe we can do like a tennis match. I bounce one off you, you bounce one off me.
Bounce it off. Let's do it.
So, there we go. My first question to you is, where did you work prior to the current job you have now?
That's a good question. Yeah. I worked at a film production company specializing in 3D film production.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Stereoscopic 3D, which was all the rage.
Right. I remember
for a little while. And it's still kind of around.
Still, yeah. Well, now, was these live action animated?
Sure. It was live action.
Okay.
We did such prestigious titles as My Bloody Valentine.
Oh my goodness.
Which was literally one of the first 3D movies to come out in theaters.
Oh.
Shortly after that was Land of the
Dead?
No. Dead of the Land? No.
Night?
It was My Bloody Valentine was one of the first ones to come out in theaters. That's what I remember. There was another one. I want to say it was starring Brendan Fraser.
Ooh, Encino Man 3D.
Yeah, that was it. It didn't do very well.
Damn.
But
it's one of my favorites, by the way.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's probably on Hulu or Amazon.
Encino Man would be a great 3D movie.
Absolutely. Dude, come on.
Yeah.
What? No, there is no other thing unless Mutombo was in it. But we're not going to get stuck on Mutombo.
No, we're not. Let's not take this to Mutombo.
But Encino Man 3D, I'm thinking Citizen Kane-ish.
No, it would have been gone down as one of the best of all time.
Classic. All time.
Classic Trace D's.
Oh, yeah.
But, so we did, of course, My Bloody Valentine, starring TV's heartthrob Jensen Ackles.
I have no idea who that
He's
is.
from that show that I don't watch
called...
This segment is me trying to remember stuff that I don't remember.
This is Test Joe's short-term memory.
As you can tell, it's not very good. Supernatural, I believe, is the TV show that he's on.
I have heard of it, yes.
Supernatural.
Never watched it.
He is a hunky gentleman.
Oh, is he? Is he?
My goodness.
Is he?
Beefcake is one adjective that I may use to describe him.
That's pretty descriptive.
Hey, I'm a man. I'm not afraid to admit that another man's a beefcake.
Neither am I.
I'll call it out. I call it like I sees it.
That's how you should do it. That's how you should live your life.
That's right. We also did probably. I'm not going to go through the whole filmography here.
Yeah,
but
you don't have to go through the whole IMDb. But...
The most popular one that we did with the children, the young children, I would say was
children.
They exist in the world.
So, okay.
Would be Dolphin Tale 3D.
Dolphin Tale 3D.
Yeah, it was quite popular. It did well in the box office. The little kids loved it. It made me cry.
Oh,
legitimately.
No.
Even though I worked, this is so sad. I am the worst when it comes to watching movies.
Did he end up in a can of tuna?
No, it was heartwarming.
Oh, okay.
So the thing that gets me with movies is heart warmth.
I admit I'm a sucker for those too. Sometimes.
And also the other thing that gets me on movies is when a spouse or like if the movie has established that two people genuinely love each other,
right,
and that these people have never fought,
right,
these people have had a glorious time together. If one of those two people dies or they get separated,
oh yeah,
I cannot handle that. I will cry.
That's a tough one for me too. I'll lay it out there. That is a tough one for me too. Another one is
that's not the case in Dolphin Tale 2, though.
Okay, good.
It was just a boy and a dolphin.
Did they separate or something?
No, they were together, but it's heartwarming.
Oh,
like
okay.
The dolphin does tricks and he gets a fake tail.
So he lost his tail.
He lost his tail. Her tail, actually.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's a lady dolphin.
Oh.
And the story is fitting this dolphin with a crazy, awesome robot tail.
Oh, wow.
Hence, Dolphin Tail.
I get it now.
Yep, there was a sequel. I didn't watch it. But anyway, the dolphin gets its cool iRobot tail.
Mm-hmm.
And he swims and does some tricks, and it gets you in the heartstrings.
So is it like a bionic tail where you can like do some ridiculous?
No, it just restored her
just functionality.
Just restored functionality.
Okay.
But still, a dolphin doing a trick is a sight to behold.
That is true.
Yeah.
Especially I really like when they jump up and they ring the bell.
Sure.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yes. Go to SeaWorld, folks. Go see it every day.
But yeah, so that was Dolphin Tale 2. We worked on that. That was actually a lot of fun. That was probably my favorite movie to actually watch.
Now, were you on set for that?
Oh, yeah, I was on set.
Nice.
I was doing I did post-production.
Okay.
But it was on set post-production.
Okay, so they would probably They'd shoot a sequence, go in. They want to see some post production while they shoot the other stuff.
I would do color correction, run the dailies. The director would come in, the actors would come in.
Okay.
Would
the Dolphin come in?
Dolphin did not come in.
Oh, just stayed in his trailer.
Yeah, kind of prima donna.
That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it's like, listen, Dolphin, just because you don't have a tail doesn't mean that you can't show up for dailies.
Yeah, after all, we did the tail for you.
I mean, we put this together. We built this cool iRobot tail for you.
Yeah, the movie's basically about you.
Yeah, and
that sucks.
And then the most generally popular movie that we did was Jackass 3D.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I never saw it.
It was like Jackass 1 and 2, but this one was in 3D.
Okay.
End of that story.
So Jack Black was in that.
Jack what?
Jack Black was in that.
Jack Black was not in that.
Oh. Jack White?
No, neither of those guys are in Jackass.
Jack Nicholson.
Nope, wrong. Johnny Knoxville?
Oh, I thought the movie was about jacks that are asses.
Oh. You missed that one completely.
Well, I need to go rewatch it then.
Clearly.
Even though I've never seen it.
You've never seen any of the Jackass movies?
I saw one. The first one.
Was it a little too much for you?
No. I enjoy the slapstick humor. Nothing I would ever do.
Yeah.
It's definitely not as good as Three Stooges.
No. There's a lot more Richards in Jackass than there is in Three Stooges.
That's true. That is really
Those
true.
guys.
They really know how to work up the Richards.
They blow it out. They don't care. I couldn't do that.
I think that's the best. They do not care. Now, I did see Bad Grandpa. Which
Grandpa
is basically just a Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, it's like a Jackass narrative.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
I actually enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
So then after Jackass 3D, was there anything after that?
So Dolphin Tale was the last one.
Okay.
Before I moved on.
Okay.
Moved down to San Diego.
Voluntary move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's all been history from there. It's been great.
Nice.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
We traveled all the time, like probably 9 months out of the year. We were traveling for 3.5, 4 straight years.
That could get old.
Yeah. Living out of a hotel. I just wanted some stability.
Absolutely.
Wanted to focus on my podcast, you know?
Which is definitely a good thing to concentrate on. I mean, you got to have priorities. You got to have goals.
That's right. That's right.
Dangly sure.
So, speaking of the podcast.
Yes.
I believe I'll be posting this on the Van Awesome YouTube channel.
Sounds good.
And up on iTunes if we could figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that if we can figure it out. But we might start putting it on a totally different channel. We might start videoing.
There we go.
The process as well.
Because you have that experience.
Because listen, guys, if you're not impressed with this audio, and I am, I think we're doing a great job.
I'm patting myself on the back right now.
Bang up job, Smithy.
Thank you. You too, man.
Thanks.
You can go to sleep tonight proud.
Unless I get hit with those night barfs.
That I hope not. For your sake, for humanity's sake, and most of all for Beefy's sake, you do not get the night barfs.
Well, you got to preserve that beef.
You do. I mean,
listen, I want to absorb all of that beef.
Freaking beef.
It's a waste of beef.
It is.
It's just a sadness.
Yeah. It's probably the same sadness.
Listen, I don't want to. Yeah. Veganism.
Is that real?
I've heard it's real.
I mean, I hear people bragging that they're vegans.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like that kid at school, like, oh, my dad owns Coca-Cola. You know?
Right.
It's like, come on. How could you No. Get out of town.
You gotta get into that meat from time to time.
You just gotta tear into it like a caveman. You gotta show them your manliness, show them your canines and your incisors, and just dig in.
I have two friends who are, let's just say, enthusiastically vegan.
Oh my goodness!
To put it mildly.
Wow. So they have no taste buds.
Yeah. This conversation we're having right now is going to challenge the depth of our friendship.
Oh, awesome! Well,
that's how enthusiastic.
Let's see how much deeper we can dig.
Vegan they are. But I will tell you, they are two of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life.
How's their skin?
Glorious.
Can you make
From what I can tell.
Could you like?
I mean, I'd say it's glowing.
Oh,
yeah.
So if they passed away, I don't want them to.
No, they're going to live
300 years from now.
Sure.
Their skin still look like what it does today.
Most likely.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I think that's the power of veganism.
I've tried vegan food.
Yeah.
And by vegan food, I think 3 things. One was a cookie.
Sure.
One was a drink.
Uh-huh.
And I don't even remember what the other one was. All I know is when I ate the cookie, it was a taste I could not get out of my mouth for a couple of days.
Yikes! That sounds like a bad cookie.
It was.
I've had
delicious.
I've had vegan food that was really good. I have, and if that's your thing, do it.
Yeah.
Go for it. That's what I say. You know, that's like it's not my thing.
My philosophy when it comes to food and eating is, if it's a tasty dish,
sure,
it's a tasty dish, no matter what it is.
Yep.
It could be vegan, vegetarian.
I've had some full vegetable meals that were delicious.
Same here.
It was very satisfying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had like all vegetable omelets.
Yeah.
And those are good.
Wait, no eggs in that omelet?
No, there's eggs.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's not.
Well, all the insides of the omelet were vegetables.
But this brings me back to what we need to create our entirely fabricated diet plan.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't know, I feel like it should be just like based on something outlandish, like tentacles.
Tentacles.
Like only tentacled
things. It could be plant or animal.
Sure. Well, what
plants have tentacles?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's like...
Wait, which ones?
Like the Venus flytrap.
They have tentacles?
Like those little things on the end of it.
Okay, so we'll say like things that can grab at you.
There you go.
We'll call it the
graspy or grabbing.
The graspy grab.
Yeah, graspy
grab diet.
Nice. It's got a ring to it.
Yeah, it does. I like it. And oh my god, I'm gonna have amazing success on this graspy grab diet.
Me too. I'm actually really excited about this diet. I can already feel myself losing the pounds.
Yeah.
Can't quite hear myself, but I can definitely feel myself.
Yeah.
Losing the pounds.
I already see it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can see it in your eyes.
I actually did think of a really good analogy about the diet that we are actually on, not the graspy grab.
Oh, okay. Well,
but I don't know if I want to talk about that on the podcast.
You sure?
We're gonna do it.
Okay, dude. Okay. Just go ahead.
All right. Check it out.
Okay.
I don't think of analogies very often, so I'm a little excited about this. Okay. So imagine that your body is a boat.
Okay.
And the boat is filled to the brim with gasoline. Just gallons and gallons and gallons of gasoline.
Wow.
Right?
That's a lot of gas.
Tons of gasoline.
Yes.
But the motor, the engine, that engine's broken.
Ooh.
So all you have are oars. And you paddle and you paddle and you paddle and you paddle. And you paddle.
Okay.
Keep on paddling. And as I mentioned, you paddle.
It's kind of like a paddle-palooza.
Sure.
Okay.
But no matter how much you paddle, you're not going to get rid of any of that gasoline, right?
That is true.
So you got to fix that engine.
Yeah.
And when you do what we do, which is the keto diet,
right?
After 3 days of eating only meat,
yes,
essentially that's like fixing the engine.
Makes sense.
Because the engine now is going to start using that gasoline.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And as long as you keep the engine maintained,
right?
The engine's going to keep using that gasoline, and you don't even have to row anymore.
That's a good point.
But now you're going a lot faster.
You are.
You're going a lot. You're feeling a lot better.
Yep.
Right?
And
you're using that gasoline.
Yeah.
And the more gasoline you use, the faster you go. Because you're getting lighter.
Yeah, because the boat is lighter.
The boat is lighter.
Yes.
Now, gasoline is stored up fat and sugar, right?
Yes.
So once you get down to the last gallon, that's when you need to start ordering more gasoline.
That is true.
So like between now and that last gallon, I got to keep that engine maintained. I got to keep eating meat, no sugar.
Yep. And
that's my analogy.
That's a great
analogy. It's like a boat with gasoline.
Yeah,
it's a gas boat.
You are a boat.
Clearly, I hadn't thought that analogy all the way through.
You're the
I didn't deliver it.
Awesome.
I didn't. I think my delivery on the analogy could have used some improvement, but it is what it is. And I think it makes sense.
It makes the point.
Yeah,
it makes
the point.
Yes.
So right now I'm driving in a boat that's full of gasoline.
Full of gasoline.
And I just got that engine fixed up. And I'm going to be cruising.
And that engine's going to be purring.
That's right.
Like a cat.
Yep. And we're going to tell everybody it's based on tentacle.
Yes.
Squids.
Octopi. Kraken.
Cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish do. Yeah.
Sure.
Kraken.
Zoidbergs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely Zoidbergs.
Yeah.
I'm running out of tentacle stuff because I'm not an oceanographer.
Sure. Clearly.
It's clear. Yeah. You could have helped me out with that word because you are the wordsmith.
I'm not going to.
I
choose not to.
Leave me
I
dangling
could,
in the wind, huh?
I could, but I choose not to.
Dangling in the wind. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, Smithy. Well, I think we have successfully podcasted.
I think we
did it.
That pod.
We did it.
We did.
Whether or not it was good, the jury's out on that.
Jury is definitely out.
Comments are welcome.
Yes. As many as you want.
Yeah, I mean, you comment 4 or 5 times.
That's cool.
That's cool. We're not going to judge it.
No, we're not. However, forewarning.
Constructive feedback.
Yeah. If you're mean, actually, not even if you're mean.
Listen, guys.
Yeah. This is where we're going to get serious.
We're only accepting positive comments in the comment section.
Yep. Anything construed as negative or mean or negative?
Deleted and blocked.
Gone.
You're out of here.
Yep, gone.
Yeah, I will track all of your handles down and block you every which way.
Yeah, and matter of fact, we'll bounce back that negative feedback back to your account.
Yep.
Because we can do that.
I will thumbs down you.
Yep.
I will sad face you.
You don't want to be sad faced by him. People.
I will accuse you of wasting my time. I will ask for that hour of my life back from you.
And you will get it. You will demand it and get it.
I actually do feel like I've been able to somehow manage to avoid internet trolls on my YouTube channel, which I think is very rare.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be one. There's been one
person. I've been doing YouTube for I don't know, 7 years now. There's been
that old?
Oh wow. There's been very, very, very few instances of. Well, no, it's longer than that because Tessa and I were together for 8 years.
Oh wow.
And I met her through YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah. Now I'm sad again.
I'm sad too. Yeah, the only thing wow.
But basically, over that span of time, I just did not have a lot of negative comments or trolls or.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean,
there was one dude. There was one dude.
Is he still around?
I don't know if he's still around, but he had this crazy cult blog.
Really?
Yeah, where he was like, beautiful people are the best people.
Ooh.
Specifically, beautiful men are the best people.
Okay.
Females in general, all terrible.
Oh, so he's a little misogynistic.
A little misogynistic, just a bit, but also very much hung up on the fact that he was a pretty man.
Oh. And
the fact that he was good looking was what made him better than everybody. And he was not joking.
Okay.
This was all
dead
serious, scary.
I was about to say, that's what my next word was.
We read a lot of it.
Right.
And it was terrifying. Like, I feel like I should have reported him to the FBI. He was in London, so I should have reported him to the...
How was his teeth?
Straight. Which I'm sure gave him a huge leg up in London.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you just, at that point, it's just self-perpetuating.
Yeah. We're playing off the bad teeth stereotype in London right now, right? Which listen up, London. We apologize for that.
We do.
Yeah.
We love you, actually. London,
I've been to
great
London.
Town. I've been to London. Beautiful people.
Yeah.
Beautiful town. Beautiful public transportation system. I have to give you guys that.
Yeah. Portland Street exit. That's where I was located when I was there. If you know it, then cheer. Go whoop whoop. Portland Street.
Woohoo! Oh yeah.
Everyone else, that's a street in London. It's not even really a popular one, so
I don't even remember what street I was on. We were actually in I don't know if it's Greenwich or Greenwich.
Yeah.
I know there's a W, but I never remember anybody saying Greenwich, so I have to assume it's Greenwich. It's on the other side of the river. The Thames River.
Thames.
The Thames River.
I like that one.
I like Thames. And every time I think of the Thames River, I think of the opening sequence to Benny Hill. Because they have a little thing of the building. It looks like a Capitol building, but it's not. And then I guess the production company was called Thames.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. This podcast has been brought to you by The Works Burgers.
Burgers.
In Mission Valley, San Diego, that's not true,
but sounds good.
We'll
either
just
way.
throw out a sponsor to
Yeah,
make
okay.
it sound a little better.
And
And
if you'd like to be a guest on our show, let us know.
let us know. We probably won't pick you,
Yeah, but
we might.
we might. So there's a chance.
If you'd like to be a guest, I mean, I don't see why we couldn't have guests.
No, I don't see why either.
That seems like that should be a thing that we do.
Yeah, maybe should we perhaps maybe end every podcast with a couple questions for the audience to respond to us
in the comments?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So one, guys, ladies, I got nothing.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
everybody
that wraps
have a
it
good
up.
night. We love you guys. Take care. We tolerate you.
We will. Just stay frosty, stay cool, and don't be a fool.
Smithville and Oswald's podcast show. Smithville and Oswald's podcast show. Whispers.